hardest worker I've ever been around. Spring training or even his workouts in the off season. In the middle of nowhere in Argentina. He called me before he went. He's like, "What are you bringing?" And I'm like, "I'm bringing my stuff, my fishing gear. I'm going to bring my glove just in case we can play catch because this is in December. You want to get going." And he's like, "All right, I'm going to bring my glove." He's like, "Can you bring some dumbbells, some 5-pound dumbbells so we can do arm exercises? And I'll bring the TRX band." And next thing you know, we're in Argentina fishing and we're running sprints and we're doing TRX workouts and we're playing catch and we're doing all these things in between lunch and fishing and all this other stuff. I mean, this is a guy that just could not do his work.
1-0. The Jays win in 10. Roy Halladay with a complete game shutout.
It's been a little overlooked about how hard he actually had to work to go from second start of his big league career, almost throwing a no-hitter, to ending up in single A. I mean, he didn't see that coming. Nobody wants to get it taken from you, but he got it taken from him. He could have packed his tent and went home, or he could have fought, and he fought.
Roy Halladay is a different pitcher, and it has worked wonders.
What a performance. Halladay was absolutely sensational today.
From the first pitch to the last, you see that he brings his A game.
And we welcome you to Philadelphia. Cool, crisp afternoon as the Phillies and the Reds get set to go out of Game 1 of this National League Division Series.
All he wanted to do was pitch in the postseason, have a chance to win the big one.
Tonight, Charlie Manuel hands the ball to a playoff rookie as right-hander Roy Halladay, after 320 regular season starts, finally gets to make an appearance in the postseason.
All of his success and the things that he did, it just brought joy in my heart because I know how hard he worked.
Roy Halladay locked and loaded here early.
I know how much he wanted it. I know how hard it was and how difficult it was and what a struggle it was.
And it's a no-hitter! Unbelievable! Ruiz and Halladay embrace, and the Phillies celebrate around Roy Halladay.
Doc wanted the biggest stage all the time and wasn't afraid of it.
It's the second no-hitter in Major League postseason history.
It's about celebrating one of the greatest pitchers that's ever played in this game. It's about recognizing how much he brought to the game, how much joy he brought to people when he competed, how much joy he brought to the people around him, how many people he touched. A great teammate, friend, dad, husband, son. You put all those things together and you turn into not just a Hall of Fame pitcher, but a Hall of Fame man. It's just real life that he's not there speaking for himself, but we all know that he's going to hear it and he knows it. And the great thing too is that his kids and his grandkids and everybody else is going to be able to see what Roy Halladay was to the game of baseball.
Randy, if you would please join us. And as chairman of the National Baseball Hall of Fame, it's my honor, Brandy, to welcome Roy into the Hall of Fame family and to ask the commissioner to please read the inscription on his plaque.
Harry Leroy Halladay III, Doc, Roy, Toronto, AL, 1998 through 2009, Philadelphia, NL, 2010 through 2013. Top of rotation workhorse, blended a blistering sinking fastball with pinpoint control, earning Cy Young awards in both the AL and the NL. 8-time All-Star, delivered a .659 winning percentage, 203 career victories, and 3 20-win seasons. Led his league in strikeout to walk ratio 5 times and innings pitched 4 times. League leader in complete games 7 times, most of any pitcher whose career began after World War II. through 2 no-hit games, both in 2010, a perfect game in the regular season, and the second ever postseason no-hitter in Game 1 of the NLDS.
So this is one of the strongest moments you'll see. She's already breaking down. I'm telling you what, this is a strong woman. I couldn't imagine being in this situation. I think about her sons too, Braden and Ryan. Got a chance to spend time with them, get to know them. It's a special day for everybody. But Joe, this is a tough time right now to have to give this speech. It's going to be, we need to all be lifting her up and just encouraging her because it's a difficult time.
The courage that this takes to get up there in front of her family and to be the strong one during this difficult time.
Well, you know, those who've lost somebody you love, it floods back at you at different times. So you can only imagine all the things that are going through her head right now.
Absolutely.
I can't even begin to imagine.
She's about to take the podium and address this massive crowd and talk about her late husband, who's now a Hall of Famer, Roy Halladay.
Ladies and gentlemen, representing class of 2019 Hall of Fame member Roy Halladay, his wife, Brandy Halladay.
I knew I was going to cry at some point. I never know what it is that's going to get me. And that video, I couldn't watch it, so if somebody would send me a copy of that, I'd appreciate it. It's overwhelming, the amount of people here today. I can't believe you came this far. And I'm so grateful that you're here. I want to start by thanking the entire Hall of Fame group for allowing me a few minutes today just to speak on behalf of our family. To Jane, Jeff, John, Tim, and Whitney, this is truly an amazing organization. The amount of support that we have received in the last 6 months, the friends that we've made, it's absolutely amazing. Thank you to Harold, Lee, Mariano, Mike, and Edgar for sharing your stage with me. A special thanks to all these men behind me who I can't look at because I'll cry again. I can't tell you how many hugs I've gotten. To all of your families who have extended so much love and friendship. To myself and to my children, I'm so grateful. Thank you. Anybody who thinks baseball truly isn't a family has never been involved in baseball. I know how honored Roy would be to be sitting here today with such accomplished men who have represented this game so well over the course of all of your careers. Thank you for being such a good example to him and to supporting him in his career and all of his efforts. This is not my speech to give. I'm going to do the best I can to say the things I believe Roy might have said or would have wanted to say if he was here today. The thank yous could and should go on for days when you consider the impact so many people have had on Roy's career. Thank you first to the baseball writers for the overwhelming amount of votes that Roy received his first year on the ballot. To the scouts, the coaches, the mentors, general managers, teammates, our families, and our friends, the fans. There are not enough words to thank you for your friendship, your support, your tutelage. Roy's natural talent obviously was a huge part of this, but without the unconditional and continued support from every one of you, he never could have dedicated himself to being the best ball player that he could be. I say it a lot, but it takes a village, and we truly have a great one. To both of the teams that we were blessed to be a part of, the Blue Jays and the Phillies, thank you for allowing us to grow up, to fail over and over, and finally learn how to succeed within your organizations. There were some really amazing years, but there were some really tough ones too, and you never gave up on him. when Braden, Ryan, and I decided that Roy would be inducted into the Hall of Fame with no logo on his hat, both teams quickly reached out to us, telling us how proud they were of that decision, validating the choice that we knew in our hearts was right, was in fact the correct one. We know without a doubt, had Roy been here with us today, this is the decision that he would have made, and more than anything would want both organizations to know that they hold a huge place in our heart and always will. Evidence of their love for us and our love for them as well was shown all week as they came together as one to celebrate Roy, and that means the world to me. To both organizations, I can't thank you enough. I've been asked over and over, how do you think Roy would feel if he were here? I'm pretty sure we all know the answer. Of course, he would be honored and humbled, but I also know that in true Roy form, he would have quickly given any accolades or props to all of his coaches and teammates. He was a true competitor. He went to the field every day, ready to do whatever it took to give his team the best possible chance to win. In a casual conversation last summer in Philly, I was talking with a friend and teammate of Roy's, J.C. Romero. He said to me, Roy didn't play that way because he wanted to be in the Hall of Fame. He'll be in the Hall because of the way he played. And I know that that's true. I think Roy would rather be remembered by who he was, not what he did on the ball field. He was a very private person, often quiet and introverted, but he was also very generous and caring. The kind of man who made outrageous bets, would lose on purpose to help out a friend. The kind of brother who left cash in his pockets when he asked his sister to help with laundry, telling her she could keep whatever she found. I did the same thing. I kept what I found too. He was a great coach, a nervous husband and father, only because he so desperately wanted to be as great and successful at home as he was in baseball. There are no words to describe how much joy coaching Braden and Ryan's teams brought him. His goal in retirement was to make a positive impact on youth baseball, and as a family, we are dedicated to continuing that work on Roy's behalf. That Roy would want everyone to know that people are not perfect. We are all imperfect and flawed in one way or another. We all struggle. But with hard work, humility, and dedication, imperfect people can still have perfect moments. Roy was blessed in his life and in his career to have some perfect moments, but I believe that they were only possible because of the man he strived to be, the teammate that he was, and the people he was so blessed to be on the field with. I'm so humbled to say congratulations to this year's Hall of Fame inductees, to say thank you to all of you on Roy's behalf. Thank you so much for all of your support, your continued dedication to the game of baseball. It means more to all of us than I think anyone could possibly know. Thank you.
Yeah, just a beautiful speech, a heartfelt speech, obviously.
Thank you so much.
Being so strong for her family. But what sticks out in my mind is how hard he worked to be the best he could for his team and his family.
Powerful speech. Up next, Harold Baines when we come back to Cooperstown.
Do you want to challenge?
What you think of me now?
Well, I'm lucky. You don't have to tell me that. I'm thankful for all I have, but all just the same. I'm always looking for that little bit more. More weekend at the end of my week. More white sand under my feet. More time, more money, more sky, more blue. More fun, more summer, more love, more you. Yeah, girl, last night should've lasted me all week. Oh, babe, but you know me. Yeah, it's never enough. 'Cause I'm always looking for just that little bit more. More horses up under my hood. More green lights, yeah, that'd be good. More time, more money, more sky, more blue. More fun, more summer, more love, more you. More peaceful down in my soul. More bluegill in my fishing hole. More time, more money, more sky, more blue. More fun, more summer, more weekend at the end of my week. More white sand up under my feet. More time, more money, more sky, more blue. More fun, more summer, more love, more you.
We were one drag off a cigarette. Now we didn't smoke, but we wanted to be cool. We were small town kids, all vintage, just a couple hallway famous fools. We were way overconfident. We were in love and loving it. We were radio junkies, throwback country, suckers for the old school. I'm thinking about those days, these days. I'm thinking about the 98 Chevrolet. Thick IDs, low-key and dark bars. The back streets, backseats and parked cars. I'm thinking about breakfast at midnight. Those matching tattoos and goodbyes. Do you think about those days, baby, like I do? 'Cause I'm thinking about you. Do you think about those days? 'Cause I'm thinking about you. Do you think about those days? Does it taste like you kissed me when you sipped whiskey? Took you back to 17. Every time you smell sunscreen, baby, do you see me dancing on Alabama Beach? Do you smile at the thought of it? Do you ever just reminisce when you see an old photo? Wish it was more than just another TBT. I'm thinking about those days, these days. I'm thinking about a 98 Chevrolet. Thick IDs, low-key and dark bars. The back streets, backseats and parked cars. I'm thinking about breakfast at midnight. Those matching tattoos and goodbyes. Do you think about those days, baby, like I do? 'Cause I'm thinking about you. Do you think about those days? 'Cause I'm thinking about you. Do you think about those days? Do you wish that it was different? We were in love and loving it. 'Cause I'm thinking